Okay, so you're either gonna love me after this video or you're gonna hate me, but I'm just gonna be super truthful as to what sugar can do for your body, and it's not good. So I'm gonna talk to you, I'm gonna give you about 7 different things, and then I'm just gonna give you examples of what other things you could use instead of sugar. Um, okay, so number one. Added sugar contains no essential nutrients and it's bad for your teeth. So this would be sucralose and high fructose corn syrup. So high fructose corn syrup is in everything. So you guys, you have to make sure that you are looking at the ingredients labels when you buy things at the grocery store. One rule that I follow is only walk the perimeter of the store. So that's going to be like your fruits and veggies, your meats, your dairy, all that stuff that's in the middle is pretty much going to be crap and loaded with crap that you don't want to have in your body. It's also, so added sugar is also empty calories, and you don't want to be putting empty calories into your body. You don't need them. If you happen to eat a lot of things that have added sugar in them, that means that you are going to become nutrient deficient because this food is going to fill you up, but since it's lacking nutrients, you're not going to get them. So you're going to become nutrient deficient. Also, like I said, it's bad for your teeth. So you're going to cause yourself to have bad teeth bacteria. And so, when you're talking to somebody and they kind of have stinky breath, it's probably not that they don't brush their teeth. It's probably because they might be eating too much sugary products and it's causing them to have this bad bacteria in their mouth. So that's number one. The next thing is that, and I'm sure most of you know, is that sugar causes an insulin resistance. The problem with that is that being insulin resistant, it causes a plethora of many other things. It actually is a very important growth hormone in your body. So you really need to have the insulin working correctly in your body in order for everything to function properly. So when glucose enters your bloodstream, you want it to tell your body to burn more glucose. If it's not doing that, then you have too much glucose in your body, and that can become toxic, which can cause you to have type 2 diabetes, which is a very serious thing, and it can eventually cause you to have numbness in your fingers and your toes. It can cause you to become blind. It can cause you to constantly have to be on insulin injections. It's not fun stuff, and this is just simply caused, you guys, by not watching what you're eating and putting too much sugar in your body. So it's a very, very serious thing, and it's something that's very common nowadays, which is really sad. Okay. It's also the source for many metabolic diseases, and also for all of you soda drinkers or people maybe that are drinking sugary drinks every single day. Kind of a scary fact here is that 83%, you're increasing your risk of getting type 2 diabetes by 83% if you're having a sugary beverage every single day. Kind of freaking scary. Okay, this one I actually thought was kind of interesting, but I could definitely see it. Sugar can cause cancer because when you are putting your insulin hormone in overload, actually what it does, since insulin is the regulating hormone for growth cells, and if your insulin levels are increased, then it's going to create those cells to increase tenfold. So, which in turn can cause cancer. So that's kind of a really scary fact. So you guys get away from that sugar. Be very, very, very aware of what you're feeding you and you're feeding your family and your kids. Sugar can cause weight gain. Sugar can cause weight gain. Sugar eventually can turn into a carbohydrate. And also sugar calories aren't as filling. So if they're not as filling, then you're going to continue to eat more food, which in turn will create you to gain weight. This one is kind of scary too. So sugar is highly addictive. So you know how when you hear people say like, oh, I have sweet, I have sweet cravings and stuff like that. And I'm guilty. Like I'm not, over my high horse here at all or anything. I am very guilty of this as well. It's because I've I was addicted to sugar. And so it's very similar to somebody who is addicted to heroin. It's the very same thing. You get the dopamine release in your brain, makes you feel really, really good, so you want to continue to have more, right? So you need to break that sugar addiction. When you try to break a sugar addiction, you do get headaches. You go through withdrawals. It's just like a drug addict trying to cut, stop what they're doing. They go through withdrawals. Same thing, you go through withdrawals with sugar as well. Sugar is a leading contributor to obesity in kids and in adults. It's kind of scary, but kids who drink sugary drinks every single day are at a risk 60% higher than those who don't of becoming obese. 60% higher if they have a sugary beverage every single day. So don't be giving your kids soda. Okay? No soda, no sugary drinks. They don't need it. They really don't. They don't need any sugary drinks. And then there's a study out right now too that says sugar, not saturated fat, is the #1 way for people to get heart disease, which is the #1 killer in this world. So I'm just highly recommend that you guys kind of take a step back and really reevaluate like what you're having every single day. Trust me, I know that sugar is a hard habit to break, but I think it's really essential to your health. And I think I know in the long run that it's going to be way better for you and your families. There are a lot of other healthy avenues that you can take. So you can have honey, you can have pure maple syrup, you can have stevia, and then there's also molasses. And I know that sometimes it takes time to get used to, something that's not quite so sugary, but is worth it, right? So if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask. I am more than happy to answer any of your questions, and I do hope that this has been helpful for you. And I do hope that maybe it's kind of scared you just a little bit, because your health is really important, and sugar is such a bad thing. It's a culprit to a lot of our health issues that we have. It's a culprit for a lot of diseases that people have, and it's an addiction, so it needs to be cut. So that's it, and thanks for listening. Bye.